Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Happy Tuesday morning, or whatever day you're watching this. It won't be Tuesday, I'm sure.
No.
We've got another what sold for you today. I think we have 17 items that sold. Was it all on eBay?
There's a Posh.
One Posh. I don't think we have any Mercari. But anyway, we thought we'd share that with you and let you know what we paid for it, where we got it, all that good stuff. So, without further ado, my name's Greg.
I'm Robin.
And we go by
Fresh to Retro.
Alright, so 17 items. I guess that's a little better for us on Monday than some Mondays.
Mondays are usually slow for us.
Yeah, so we'll take 17.
Mm-hmm. I think last Monday was 10.
Yeah. And so better. But anyway, let's share with you what we've sold. What are we going to start with?
Media and a game.
Some media and a game. So a Lester Young jazz CD sold. I do remember we bought a collection at a yard sale and it was all jazz. I can't remember the particulars of what we paid for it. It's been a while. And so a few of these are still around. And it wouldn't have been much we paid for it. It wouldn't have been, I mean, like maybe a quarter at the most would be my guess. Joe Bonamassa, this is a sealed kind of a sampler CD. We've got multiples of these. This came from our eBay sale buyout several years ago that had tons of media. So, and we sold a few of these before, so they keep selling. An original Xbox, Bruce Lee Quest of the Dragon video game. This is one you picked up those video games the other week. Is where this came from a couple weeks ago.
Before $4.
Is that what it was? 4 of them for $1. So we took most of them to our store. We also operate a retail store in Myrtle Beach called Fresh to Retro. Imagine that, creative. Where we sell all kinds of stuff. Video games, lots of records, vintage tees, rock bands, stuff like that, golf clubs. Anyway, but this sold, I think, is about $15. Usually if they're like in the $10 to $15 or more range, I might put them on eBay versus the store. It just depends. We like to have good inventory in the store as well.
Is that with free shipping?
That was plus shipping on that one, I think. Anyway, you'll see. It'll be up there. I can't remember. A UNC hat. We sold one of these the other day.
I saw that.
So we may be getting low on these. I don't know.
That was actually, I think, the last one.
Last one of these. We pick these up retail arbitrage, and typically we buy multiples. So once we make one listing, they're just kind of selling for a while. So we like that, and $4 to $10 is what we pay, just depending on the sale we catch and all that good stuff. So got that one gone. Man, I bought these a long time ago, and I bought a bunch of them. I had, this one is a 920. Also had like a 3930s or something, you know, a different style, same hat, just a different style. And we sell one every now and then. There's still quite a few of them in there.
Yeah. I think there's 2 left.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
So now we do the number system. So this one is at 2300. We're in 2700s right now. This one is so old we didn't even number it.
Well, hats are long tail.
Yes.
Some are very long tail. But we love to sell hats. I've said it on multiple videos. We do typically on most Monday nights we'll do a Whatnot show with hats. We find them at pretty good prices. They're easy to list and easy to ship, easy to picture, and don't make you make $6 to $10 most of the time on them, so you're not making a whole lot of money, but they sell.
I mean, y'all can see those of you that have watched us regularly. I mean, we sell hats almost every day.
Mm-hmm. Most of the time, more than one.
Mm-hmm.
So UNC Gamecock. USC Gamecock. She'll correct me, being the fan she is. Tie-dye youth hat. We have a few of these, and like this one, we had this one also at the store. So versus ending my eBay listing, I just brought one back from the store, and we just kind of move inventory around as we need to, like that.
So you did a sell similar?
Mm-hmm. Is this another youth hat?
It is.
Another Adidas youth fit hat, retail arbitrage. So it'd been $4 to $10.
That one actually was $10, and we normally don't pay $10 for a youth hat.
Right.
But I just got caught up in the moment.
And I'll be honest, sometimes when we have a few people that call us with hats, when they have new markdowns. We actually got a message last night, so we'll probably go sometime today and pick some more hats up. So, just to keep the relationship fluid and everything, a lot of times we'll pick a few hats up regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And, they always let us know when they have new markdowns.
And there's been times that we've passed on a few hats, and then the next time it's like, okay, well, maybe we should have gotten that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like the Jordan hats the other day.
Exactly. What we got coming? Some shoes?
Shoes. I love shoes.
She does. Nike, I don't know what they are. Air Max. You know anything about them, where they come from?
Yes, I got them at the yard sale at the farm. So
Okay.
what was that, 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago.
Paid $10 for them. They're new without tags. And they sold for 30-some, 35 maybe.
Yep, they are
Plus
there.
ship.
Excellent. Excellente. Oh, I just love when we have these lipsticks with these Amazon stickers on them, because that means we had to bring them back from Amazon and sell them on eBay. So anyway, Mac, most of you, if you have watched before, and if you have, we appreciate it. We have very small channel still, but we're getting new subscribers almost daily. So for those of you that have subscribed and are watching, we really do appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, consider. We're just learning YouTube and what people want to see and what we can share to maybe help someone.
You know what I have found? Like, people that we've watched from the very beginning, like how much they have grown. Like, we'll watch them now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a world of difference. I hope we're that way. I hope we're so much better.
Yeah, we know it's not real good right now. we're not fooling ourselves. But anyway, we're giving it a shot. And, the idea is to try to help somebody. Maybe find some MAC lipstick at a good deal that you can sell.
So normally these lipsticks, we buy retail arbitrage, and we pay $5 for them.
And what would that one have sold for?
That one was $22, I think.
And when we were selling them on Amazon, about the same price?
Mm-hmm. They just sold a lot faster on Amazon.
Yeah, and so the horror story is, if you are new and haven't seen it, we were selling lots of cosmetics on Amazon, like $40,000 a month worth, I think is where we were at, $45,000 a month in lipsticks, fragrances, foundations, all that. Now, out of that, your margins are slim on Amazon, so it's not like we were selling $40,000 and putting $40,000 in our pocket. No, we were buying product and paying fees, and you got all that stuff.
So typically on Amazon, what, $2 to $5 is what you'll make on an item?
Yeah, we had this program we were using set up to be 30%. Mm-hmm. We wanted to net 30%. So anyway, yeah, you don't make a whole, but you sell it really fast. But the bottom line is, we were ungated on all this stuff: MAC, Tom Ford, Clinique, Bobby Brown, Estee, you name it. We were selling all of it, and then slowly all these vendors started having Amazon regate, if you will, third-party sellers, because they only wanted Amazon itself selling their product, or them selling their product,
which is basically what it was.
And so all the third-party sellers had to disappear. So from Amazon listings, so we brought all this stuff back and sell it on eBay, just much slower, and so we don't buy it so much anymore. So anyway, we've had to adjust from our business from when did that start? Into last year?
I think so.
Yeah. So anyway, so it was an adjustment.
So someone texted Greg yesterday about some cosmetics.
They still text me every day,
which is smart on their part.
We had almost every day. We had probably 25, maybe more, places that we were buying the cosmetics from, retail arbitrage. And like Robin said, it'd typically be 75% off retail, and then we would catch it with another 15% off, and then they would usually be some free items that would come with it. And so we were doing pretty good. And but anyway, yeah, they still...
Maybe we do need to ask them about the $5 lipsticks.
Yeah.
And so we still have like a bag of $5 lipsticks, and just every so often I'll go through it, because you'll find a $70 lipstick now that because it's discontinued and they can't find a color similar to it. So
it amazes me somebody pays $70 for a lipstick, but they do if it's discontinued what they want. And it's not like your price, that's just the market now. It's no different, I guess, than like a vintage t-shirt or a pair of retro Jordans, or it's the same thing. Anyway, hats, another retail arbitrage. I know we got this one.
We just got this last week,
and we did pay 10 for these. It's got a 15 sticker on it, but they got reduced to 10. And honestly, all we're doing is just cutting that off. It's almost impossible to peel them off, so I'm just cutting it off. And that's the way we showed it in the picture when we took the picture. But those are sold really quick. Hopefully, we're going to go to a couple more stores, or at least one more store today, hopefully. And if they have any more of those camo bucket hats, we'll pick them up. Now, we put them out there at $22 plus ship, and we paid 10. So you can do the fees and math. We're not making a whole lot, 5, 6, maybe 7. Let's call it $6, but they've sold within 2 or 3 days. So hopefully we can grab some more. Calvin Klein jeans, they came from our recent pre-estate sale clothing haul that we talk about. Nothing, just black Calvin Klein jeans. That's all I got to say about them. And they were, at this point we got pennies in them. It was so many clothes. We're actually going to go over to our storage unit where we have them here after a while and try to sort through and organize, because we're trying to determine, okay, what are we taking to the store? What are we going to put on eBay? What's winter that we just need to put in a bin and hold for a little while? But we need to get some piles, some separation to it, because usually I'll go over there in the morning and to our storage unit and get stuff that is sold to bring back and ship. And I'll grab some clothes and bring back here to launder and process and picture. But then we end up bringing stuff back I end up bringing stuff back that probably should have stayed there for now because it's winter or something. That's our project for today.
So when we got the stuff, it was so much stuff. When we took it to the storage unit, we just had to get it in there.
Yeah.
It took us 2 days to get the stuff. So the first day, it was getting rather late, and we had been at it since 5 o'clock that morning, and it was just, we had to get it in there.
Yeah.
Greg needed his salad.
I did need a salad. But anyway, we've got to get it a little bit better organized.
And it's not unorganized now. It's just laying like in piles.
Yeah.
So we just, like you said, get the winter together, get the stuff for eBay together.
Yeah, and we may not even get all that done today. I mean, it is so much. But anyway, we're going to work on it. This is part of it. It's a pair of Yukon. There's tons of Yukon sports stuff in there. This person was a big Yukon fan. These were still new with tags. I don't know if you can see it there. Well, you'll see it better on the picture. They're Coliseum and just a Yukon logo. Took an offer on those. We're taking offers on most. If it's reasonable, we're taking it because it is so much. Izod pants.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
So the Izod and the Calvin Klein pants, like we just listed those. We didn't even put those away before they sold.
Yeah, they sold really quick. This one is not. This came from a yard sale. This is actually, and we sold one the other day.
I wonder if it's the same person.
It's got to be, and I'll tell you, I think it's got to be. It's at Coastal Carolina, which is a local college here in Myrtle Beach, Coastal Carolina University. And the logo, hopefully you can see it better on the sold picture. It says Coastal Carolina Housing Authority, and it's a 3X. So I'm figuring it's somebody that works there. We'll have to see where we're shipping them to. If
the
it's
one from last week's going to Myrtle Beach.
Okay, so I bet it's somebody that works in the housing authority.
That's buying them?
That's buying them. I got nothing else. I don't know why anybody else would, but they came from a yard sale, I think.
Yes, I went to this same yard sale this year.
Okay.
Last week, the week before, where I got that receiver from.
Uh-huh.
I bought more Coastal shirts. So the guy that lives at the house works at Coastal.
Okay.
Because the woman, the wife, was like, "This is the only place you can get those." I'm like, okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I've not seen those, but somebody else is buying them. Anyway.
Good for them.
Good for them. Good for us. A pair of buckle jeans. I got these at a yard sale a couple of weeks ago, and I paid 3 for $10 for these. And I was hesitant because it's kind of not jean season. At least it's not here in Myrtle Beach. It is a humid thing out there right now. And it's not even June yet. And we had jackets on 3 weeks ago. Had to get jackets back out. Not so much now. Anyway, I should have bought his whole table. In hindsight, this guy he probably had 30 pair. I don't know what he did. He might have worked in some way with Buckle or BKE because he had shirts and anyway, I don't know, but I should have bought more because we've already sold several of them.
We took an offer on this one actually this morning for $20.
$3 into 20, I'll take it. And then these are Columbia pants, kind of like the cargo.
Are those the ones that just got returned?
Maybe. Somebody returned. That was short. I don't know. Somebody did return some because they didn't fit. And it might have been these. I really don't know. But they did come from the pre-estate sale we've been talking about. And the winner of the day is the Pokemon Charizard V card. I don't know much about Pokemon cards other than how to look them up on the TCG app, or that's the most accurate, I guess. You can look them up on price charting as well, but the TCG app is what your card shops and everything, I think, is going to use to determine value. Our buddy that always calls when he has albums and things like that, the Lionel Trains that we've talked about a lot on our videos, he does estate cleanouts and he does storage unit cleanouts. Anyway, he called the other day, had some albums for me, so I went over to pick the albums up, and he had this big binder of cards and Pokemon cards. So this was in there. I sold it under value by TCG. I think it's like a $218 card. I listed it for $199 or best offer, And then I had someone, I think it's a collector, probably a reseller, send an offer. We negotiated a couple of times. I took his offer, so they would still be room. And I think he's a reseller based on his eBay name. It makes you think he's a card collector reseller. So we left room in there. I just want him to go. We left room in there for this person to make some money, if that's what they do. Maybe they have a shop or anyway, whatever. But I think we settled on $165 for that card.
And doesn't eBay have the authenticity?
Over $250.
Okay.
So yeah, so this one would not go through eBay authenticity. But if you sell a card over $250, I think they send it to PSA to be authenticated. Something like they do shoes that are over $100 and so forth. But anyway, Pokemon, be on the lookout for them. Conditions everything in cards, if they're damaged or played and that sort of thing, they're definitely not as valuable. But if they're in near mint kind of condition to mint, they're very valuable. Some are way valuable. So we're not card people, but we get them from time to time, and we know enough about how to look them up.
Most of the cards we have at the store,
Mm-hmm.
and we just have one of our boys price them. Like, he has the price charting app, and he scans them and he prices them for us.
Mm-hmm. And they sell.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to sell cards back during COVID. I would sell some on eBay because the cards had skyrocketed, and I came across this big collection. But I'm just not into keeping up with it. And there's so many, not just Pokemon, but sports cards. There's so many sets, so many variations, and man, I just ain't got the time for it. So anyway, that one we did put on eBay because of the value of it. What else?
That's all we got.
Well, that's all we got. We're going to get this stuff packed up. We're going to get some media clean. Probably try to get a few listings. Probably won't be a very heavy listing day today because we've got some projects we want to do. Right?
Mm-hmm. Neither's our day off.
Sorta. We're not. The store's closed on Tuesdays.
So we get a lot of stuff done. Well, we'll try to get a lot of stuff done around the house. Putting stuff away, retail arbitrage, whatever it may be.
So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Hopefully, y'all have a wonderful day. Hopefully, your sales are skyrocketing. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for hanging out with us.